All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say welcome once again. Welcome to Divine Life Connections Cosmic Q&A for March 2024. What an auspicious time to be alive and to be human on the planet right now. And we really want to honor tonight and welcome all of those that are here embodied. It is not an easy time to be embodied and be on planet Earth right now. The energies that are accumulating and that are affecting our energy body, our spiritual body, our mental body, our emotional body. It's probably some of the most intense. It's always been intense, but here we are again experiencing that intensity. And I just want to acknowledge and applaud and give you some sense of peace that and gratitude for being here right now and doing your work, whatever that looks like in your life. So I appreciate you being here. And again, I'm Connie Viveros, and I am the founder of Divine Life Connections. Tonight, I have the great honor and privilege to bring forth one of my very special friends and somebody that I've loved getting to know over the last few years. He's been a student and now moving into being a colleague and a friend, a powerful healer, energy worker, and his divine messages I know will inspire each and every one of you. And so, Jonathan Manbode, I want to bring you forth
Hi
and
there.
have you say a few words and say hello to the group before we begin our channeling.
Namaste, everyone. My name is Jonathan. I'm coming to you from the Caribbean. A little bit of my story. I got a message. I was born at open spiritual channels, meaning I see things, I hear things, I receive messages. And as a child, I didn't want to listen to it. I wanted to be normal, like the kids in school. And as I grow older, I think what changed me at the age of 9, reading a book called Man's Eternal Quest by Parasama Yogananda. And I read that 5 times. And Autobiography of the Yogi. And I started meditation at the age of 18.
Oh, you
Oh,
lost your sound. You froze, Jonathan. All right. Well, hopefully that won't happen during our channeling. We'll see what happens when he comes back. Thank you for your patience. And I thought my internet was going to be unstable. I'm literally working off my hotspot. So, okay, he dropped off and I'm sure he will be back. So let's just give it a minute. And so tonight really is all about you. We are in service to you, we are in service to the greater collective. And what that means is we are going to channel. I channel a consciousness called the Christ Sophia. She is an emanation of the divine feminine consciousness, and she works with a collective of all women, and she actually calls herself the creatrix, which is that which all creation of the universe came through, and so she sits, equal to source or God or Allah or whatever you choose to call that. So that's basically I'm channeling source. Uh, and Jonathan, I'm gonna ask him when he comes back here in just a moment. Just gonna let him arrive here once again. He is coming in from Trinidad. So there you are. Hello.
Sorry, my internet up here a bit. So yeah, I just wanted to share my story. I worked at Royal Caribbean for a couple of years, and I received this divine message in 2019 that we just have to serve what I've learned all these years. I need to prepare myself as well as others for the transition. This is a message I received, I was engulfed in so much fear, sitting in JFK airport, contemplated how am I going to earn, and I was told to trust. So I have Reiki certification since 2010. I have theater. I have so many certifications, and I was not using it. And I was not happy at my job, honestly. I made good money, but I was not happy. And I decided to throw in the towel and start this journey of serving others and empowering others. on this beautiful soul's journey path. So in a nutshell, that's it I can share about myself. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Yes, and thank you for
Appreciate
bringing your
everyone.
gifts forth. So, who will you be channeling or working with, or is it your collective? I'm just not sure exactly if it's Metatron. He channels Metatron.
I tried a Metatron and I'm getting Quan Yin, so I'll be using the energy of Quan Yin.
Okay, Quan Yin, and it might be a hybrid of that. So, all right, then we're just going to go ahead and go in and bring our channels forth, and then you will be open to asking questions, use the hand raise function, and away we go. We'll go for about an hour or a little bit more, whatever is serving the collective tonight. So, give us a moment while we drop in. Namaste, beloveds. It is a joy and an honor to be here in front of each and every one of you at this auspicious time. I am the Christ Sophia, and it is an honor to witness your light, your beauty, your essence, your souls. What a joy. Thank you for arriving here today. I hope you find some wisdom and answers to whatever it is that keeps you in turmoil. Cohort and my friend will be arriving here soon. We are ready. Just let me know that you are ready to begin, beloved.
Ready to be.
All right. Peace be with you as well. All right, beloveds, let's go and let's go for it. And who has a question? I'm going to ask that you raise your hand. And I see Sonia, your hand is raised, and we welcome you to our collective. Hello, Sonia.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, what is the best way to communicate with my spirit guides so I can hear and contact and get actual messages from them with that I can understand?
All right. Go ahead, beloved one. You can take this off the top. It seems to be a good question to begin with. Wonderful question, beloved.
Thank you, my dear one, for asking this beautiful question. For there's a lot of souls in the world who is not aware of how they can connect to their guides, their heaven's team, their saints. The heart is the receiver of all information. You make the connection through the heart, not the mind, but the heart. Work on opening your heart center. Transform the blockages that are there that is preventing you from connecting to the soul's world. They are there to serve you. Reach out to them and they will help you. Another way of doing this is what you call, according to the Buddhist teachings, prostration, prostate, and you will open the gateway to the soul's world, to your spirit guides, to your heaven's team. This is some methods you can use. And one of the key ones I can share with you is understanding the journey of the soul and whatever mistakes that was made in the past of not serving others. Ask for forgiveness for a lot of souls will not have not completed their task or their missions that they have set out to accomplish. This is one of the main and critical ones, my dear one, to ask for forgiveness of not completing your soul's task. I hope these bring benefit to you and you can try to work on whatever blockages that you have encountered with connecting with your heavens team. I love you, my dear one, and I thank you for allowing me to use this one as a channel to answer this question. Serve one, serve all.
Mm.
Love you.
Thank
Thank you.
yes, that all wonderful information for you to digest and take in, and yet you live a life that is very complex and human. Yes, so carve out time in your life for connection and partnership. You must make your relationship with your guidance and your soul a top priority for you. It does not happen, beloved, in the busyness and the confines of you saying, oh, it is just going to come to me spontaneously.
Mhm.
Yes, there are
Well,
synchronicities.
uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, like, I do connect with the Akashic records and some spirits, but it's just maybe it's because I truly want to contact with my guides, even though they help me do so in what I do.
Yes, and
So,
they are there connecting already with you.
mhm,
Yes, it is about opening a doorway between
yes,
your realm and their realm, and you must raise your vibration to meet them halfway.
yes.
They are already there in all of your space. It is to
Okay.
slow down and become aware of their existence and their presence in everything that you do. They are showing you things all the time, beloved. They are pointing things out to you. They are moving objects for you, literally, for you to become an awareness that their presence is there and they are helpful beings. And your one primary guide, we will say, is one that is waiting in the wings, so to speak, not to, pun intended, but waiting in the wings for relationship with you. And this is not the Akashic record keeper or the reader. This is your soul guidance, the one that you are an emanation and a form of, that you are a part of, one that you
Thank you very much.
can create deep connection with, and find yourself someone, a mentor, or someone that can help you to create avenues and pathways where you can make easy connection, and then you will be able to sail through deepening that all upon your own time.
Thank you for all this information. It's very wonderful and helpful.
Indeed. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having an open heart. It all comes through the heart, as our beloved said. All
Thanks.
right, next question. Judy, we see your hand up. Hello, dear one. So good to see you again.
Hello, it's
Hello.
good to be here too.
Yes, it's always
Um, I have a question in regard to experience I had involving allegedly my Akashic records and a reading I received that allegedly was from my records. Um, my own intuition is telling me it wasn't from my records. It was from something else. But I'm not really sure what it was from, and I was hoping there could be some explanation or some information in regard to where that was coming from.
Hmm. Well, indeed, it was the message that you received, beloved, feels as though it was conflated a bit. It was a mixture of information that was coming from multiple dimensions, yes? Or you exist on one dimension where there is emotional pain and hurt and feelings of that, and then there is a dimension that is, identified and related to your ancestral lineage and who you are and the wounds and pains and traumas that came from that. And so there is a conflation of that information that came through of what you must do right now, an act that you must take. For you, beloved, are in action and taking acts to uh, enhance, evolve, and grow your soul every day. And so the practice that was offered to you in this particular instance was one simply of you continuing on the path and the journey that you have already existed on, and that more healing is definitely on the horizon for you. This is really all the energies that are moving you and allowing you, beloved, to release this once and for all. For you have been carrying this woundedness and this pain for, if I must say, far too long. It no longer serves you in any
Yes.
capacity. It is not you, beloved, that carries the wound anymore. It is like an imprint upon your soul that just must be like the snake leaving the skin and just leaving it behind and saying, I am made new, I am made fresh. I am whole because I know thyself to be whole.
Thank you.
I hope this assists you.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Thank you.
Indeed. Beloved,
I can add to that, my dear one. Whatever came up to be healed, to be transformed. And as this dear one mentioned, let go. Let go of energies that is no longer serving you for your highest good. However, recognize that the emotions that you felt at that time, the fear came up, did worry came up, did anxiety came up. Why did it come up? Why did it came up? It came up to serve you. Recognize it, be aware of it, express gratitude, and let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, my dear one. For it's no longer serving you for your highest good. Love you.
Thank you so much.
and it is always about your highest good. Anytime a message is brought forth, it is always for your highest good. It is also important, and this is for everyone here tonight, to ensure that you filter the message through discernment. You know what is true for you. If it resonates, if it is something that you can take on and say, oh, that fits. It is like watching a puzzle be born in front of you. And if it fits in that place right now, perhaps that has already been filled, that area of your life. And so not everything fits every single time. And you must use your own discernment, your own guidance. This is why we continually offer that it is your guidance and the relationship of such that the two of you have together, or three, or the council, that is the most pertinent. That is your referral system.
Okay, just the way it came up, it was very aggressive.
Yes, beloved, we understand that. And so this is something to let go of as well and forgive, and to move beyond that in your own conscious field and know the other is still working as well, the one giving the message. Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
because it brought up a lot of other stuff besides.
Yes. So understand she is in the path as well of her learning and her navigating her own schema with her guidance as well. And it is always, and beloveds, a navigation of both our spirit and our egos, and filtering all the messages through as clearly and precisely as purely. We want it to be less ego and more spirit all the time.
Yes.
So it is
Thank
a
you.
checks and balance for each and every one of us. Check again, ask the question in a new way.
Yes, thank you.
Indeed. All
I
right.
can add to that, my dear one.
Mm-hmm.
Any message from the soul's workings comes with love. Any message that you receive from any channel that is not in alignment with love, which affects your heart, is not entirely a true message. It is a message of deep within your consciousness that is coming up to be transformed, to be healed. I just wanted to add that to you, my dear one. We are loving servants. We do not come or we do not give message to inject fear or anything that will take you away from that place of unconditional love.
Thank you so much. Yes, that explains a lot more to me as well. Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you for the question.
Yes.
All right, Catherine, we see your hand has been raised. We're happy to, excuse me, someone coming in the room. All right, beloved. Hello,
Hi.
Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you, beloved.
Hi. Okay, Saturday night when I went to bed, it was kind of like the next morning I had a dream towards before I woke up. So it was already the 24th then. And the dream was there was a dog, and it took me later to understand that was my dog Zeus. My dog Zeus had got me through a lot of stuff when my first marriage broke up. And I woke up crying and really emotional, and it was the 24th, and I kept thinking, Zeus came to me because, you know, he was with me the whole time. He got me through everything. But I know that it was healing the wounds of the trauma that I suffered with my first marriage and breaking up. And at the same time, when I woke up, something else was tugging at me, and I kept thinking, oh, it's March 24th. Is that when Mom died? I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember when my mom died. And I really felt that that's what it was, that he was there to help me go through that too, that he was there to help me heal pain. And finally, after a little bit, you know, a couple of hours of the day, I was just crying and crying and thinking, how could I forget my mom when she passed? How could I forget that day? And I realized that I had to have compassion for myself and love myself and know that it was okay that I forgot for just a moment that that was the day that she died. And I really think that my dog coming to me in my dream who's passed was there to help me. And I want to know if that's true. And then I also, well, I always think, I think it's true. And I have one other question.
Therefore it is.
I think it's because of what's happening with the energies, but I am completely ravenous for vegetables, for raw vegetables, and I feel like I'm addicted to them right now. I can't stop eating them, and it's like they're good. I love them, but it's just like I think my body is just changing in different ways, and I'm just welcoming with love
Yeah.
all the changes.
All right. Well, go ahead, beloved, if you understand the meaning of the dream versus the second piece to the question.
Okay, I just got my road and my access road paved, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I feel like I mean, I always thought I lived in a magical forest, but now I feel like I'm living in a magical kingdom. And I was going to sell my house, and now I don't want to sell, and I don't want to move, and I want to know, am I going to be moving, or am I going
All
to
right.
stay here a little bit longer?
We are now stacking all kinds of information upon each other. So first, I'd like to go back to your initial inquiry around your pet, your favorite pet, your fur love, your animal that was
Yeah.
there. Yes, in comfort and really, you know, coming to you from the ethers as an imprint, as a memory of something that was truly a deep soul comfort for you. This was an animal and a relationship that you had that gave you great comfort in moments and of sorrow and need for you to feel safety and security. So yes, he came through in this time, and it feels highly related to your mother's crossing, and your mother was there too. Your mother was there
Oh,
too. So it definitely has a correlation, beloved, that the two of them are in cahoots and they are actually living uh, in a realm where they are overseers and watchers of your life form right now. And if you are so open to letting the magic of their presence come through, even if you walk outside your front door, you might just feel their presence and their energy is that they are there together, knowing that these are two of the most unconditional loving relationships in the two-way street. You felt love from them, and you in return felt you were loved unconditionally by them as well. Hmm?
Yes.
So there's no interference in that love. It is pure, it is agape, it is from spirit, and it comes through
Yeah.
in these moments, but in particular it was a knowing, an unconscious knowing in your dream state that the memories and the images came through. You were aware, just not on the level of your consciousness, yes?
Yes.
All right. And I'm going to let my friend go ahead and participate in the response.
My dear one, I am known as the Bodhisattva of compassion. I have made a vow not to take Buddha nature, Buddhahood, until all humanity is free from suffering. The message from the dear one who you refer to as your pet was for you to express compassion to yourself for this dear one and you, your beautiful soul, had a deep connection, a heart connection. Compassion comes from the heart. It does not come from the mind. And yes, without this dear one coming into the dream, you would not have remembered your ancestor, your mom. So this message was to synchronize everything that was taking place at that time. Light a lamp in recognition of your mom. Express your love, your gratitude to her. For mothers are the key to creation. Express your love, express your gratitude, my dear one. I know that you are loved and blessed by both beautiful souls. Thank you for allowing this dear one to use as a channel. Love you.
Thank you. And beloved, we will circle back if time allows for the other questions about all the other
Okay.
happenings, the synchronicities in your life, or you are on a synchronistic journey. So I don't know where you went on the
Thank you
screen.
both so much.
Just be aware that
Here I am.
aligning,
Thank you.
aligning in perfect and divine order, that you don't have to
Yeah.
effort or worry about any part of it. Okay. All right. We'll
Okay.
come back
Thank
to
you
the
so much.
about the property. All right, Nancy, we see your hand up and we welcome you. And
Hi,
how can we assist you today?
thanks. I'm glad you guys are here. Um, I've been going through my spiritual development for a while now.
Mhm.
Sorry about your mom. My mom was last year. Um, Now there's so many different things. I've been speaking with the Akashic records through my sister, so different ideas and directions and such. But I've gone through my Reiki for humans, obviously. Reiki for animals is big on my heart. I don't know where to go with that yet. And then I also see myself almost like on a stage type, like trying to help, you know what I mean? Open up others. But I feel stuck. I kind of feel stuck. And I'm just wondering, like, with the source, like baby steps. I've been called a seer through them. I don't exactly understand it, but if you can enlighten me a little bit, I'd be so grateful.
Right. All right. Well, indeed, you are. How do we say this, beloved? You are on the precipice of flying. There is an image that we see of you standing upon the precipice and you thinking you cannot fly, and yet it comes to a place in your consciousness where there is no choice other than to fly. And so all things are being prepared for you as you know thyself, you see thyself, you have a deep understanding that there are gifts inside ready, and if they have awakened in you, they are now ready to be awakened into the world and birthed into the world. So the stuckness is just that willingness to step off the precipice and allow yourself to fly and be led in that way. Um, sometimes it feels like you are falling, and that is not a comfortable feeling for most humans. But we just say it is going to take some inertia, an energy again, the flapping the wings. Just think of that analogy and that metaphor of how the birds begin to fly at first, and you are a baby fly, you are a baby bird, that it's going to require you to make some effort to bring your gifts forth, and start small and begin to spread the gifts around, invite people into your alchemy and ask them, may you practice upon them, may you offer them your services, and this in itself, beloved, will begin to offer you the confidence and the feeling that more will come. It is like, the water faucet. The more you turn it, the more will come. But you must be the one that turns it on, yes?
Okay, that's
Oh,
awesome. Thank you.
Believe in yourself, my dear one. Trust and believe in yourself. If you feel it is right to get a mentor to guide you, to support you, please feel free. Take baby steps as you go along the way. You go according to what you are sending out to others. Serve from the heart. Start from small, and you will go from there. Reach out again for a mentor to serve you if you wish to go full blown ahead. Have faith and trust yourself. This is the key, my dear one.
Thank you. Thank you.
we hope this has proven helpful for you to take those steps forward in your life, and know that we are always here to support and love and nurture that in you.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Indeed, we appreciate you as well. All right, Michelle, beautiful friend, sister, ally, goddess woman. Hello, I see you. I see you in all your glory. You are coming in as the goddess, so thank you for your presence tonight.
Hi, thank
Hello.
you.
So good to see you, and your imprint is as bright as ever. So good to see you.
No, thank you. Oh, been a lot. I really don't have a question,
Oh,
but I did get a message and then I got the push like say it, say it, say it. So
thank you. Yes, this is the goddess. This is the goddess, everyone, to
uh,
heed the goddess.
oh yes, and definitely with this one, got to do it. Otherwise, you just got to do it.
Thank you
All right.
for modeling that for the community and the collective.
All right. And it was very short, but a message that I got and keep hearing on this call is healing is growth, and we are constantly growing. So, what I'm taking from that is don't, think, oh, I've got to heal all these traumas. And the reason that I keep healing is because I'm traumatized and everything. No, it's because you're growing, and that is the healing, is the growth. And that is what we are doing. We are constantly growing and learning. So, and
Beautiful.
if the other channels want to bring their say.
Indeed, and this is the human condition. It is, you would not be here if there was not healing and growth. Or the two are synchronistic. They are correlated. They go hand in hand. So all purpose of being in the human form is growth, and all purpose of being in the human form is healing. So the more degree to which you are aware of your healing journey and your purpose, the more accommodating and sense of fulfillment you will have.
Exactly.
This feeling of being in service is then you can look back, and this is when you become the teacher or the healer or the facilitator or the person that actually puts your service into work, much as the other person, the last person here, was speaking to. So this is the phenomena of what occurs when your consciousness reaches its peak. It is then you know it is time to be in service with your gifts. I believe, Pat, you are doing that as well in your life. You have come to a place in your life where you said, I now understand my healing is complete enough, not completely done, but I am willing to step out and share my gifts now. That is what is at stake.
And that's a beautiful place to be.
Beautiful place to be in. We honor that place that you are in, and we look forward to watching your gifts blossom in the world.
It's going there. All the seeds they're no longer planted. They're being watered now. So they're about to come out of the dirt soon. The little puppy quits biting me. Hi. Hey, stop it.
Thank you, beloved one. And this is that time. This is the time when all fruits and what you have planted, and we mean that metaphorically, not just literally, but what you have planted inside of your soul's path is beginning to emerge. And that is what shift and change coming with these eclipses as well will begin to produce more of the visionary ideas that you hold in your life. It is all in front of you. It is to go forth in your path and walk forward. To look behind you only brings some of that baggage with you that you will have to relinquish at some point. So it is important right now to leave it where it be and to continue on your journeys, all right?
Exactly. And that is a lesson that I have learned, and I keep telling myself too, is the past is the past. It was a lesson. That's all it was, no matter what it is. And learn from it and go, or that lesson will come up again, whether you bring it energetically in your mind or it comes to you in 3D.
Thank you. Jonathan, do you have anything to add to the conversation?
Healing, my dear one, it's coincide with serving. You heal yourself and you serve others, it will escalate on your healing. Service will help you grow on this journey. The more you serve others, the more you will grow. This is a key point for healers to understand. Do not keep your gifts and talents to yourself. Go out and serve, spread it to others. For this is the key for your own spiritual growth on this beautiful 3D world, my dear one. That's all I have to share with you, my dear one.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Michelle, for coming today and showing your presence to the world and modeling for us what the light looks like.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always.
Blessed be. All
Blessed
right,
be.
Jackie, we see you. Hello, beloved one. It's nice to have you with us, and everyone just shifted again, so I don't know. Did Jackie go? There you are. All right. I am thinking my screen is playing tricks on me, but I just have to search you out. There you are. Beautiful light you are.
Thank you. So I have a question. I grew up 7 of 9 kids, and I was very, very close to my youngest brother until about 6 years ago. And we had a falling out, which I, to this day, don't understand why he hasn't spoken to me. And I'm just wondering if there's any resolve for that situation, because I've tried to reach out to him, and it makes me sad, but I just don't know what the resolve, if any, there's going to be for that situation.
Yes.
My dear one, thank you for asking this question. Not only you is having relationship issues with siblings, others on this call is also having it, if not with their own siblings, with family relations. Understanding the journey of the soul and understanding what's going on in your life, it's critical. The power of forgiveness, my dear one, should be applied. Once you understand the journey of the soul and you apply the power of forgiveness, it will heal. Miracles can happen. Whatever you are experiencing now, is because it was done to that person in a past lifetime in a different body, but with your soul. Call on this dear one, pour your heart out and ask for forgiveness for any mistakes you may have made in a different body of hurting him. This will move mountains, my dear one. Forgiveness is not a word. Forgiveness need to be acted upon. I know for some it's difficult to accept, for their heart is closed, but this will move mountains. Remember, everything is energy, and energy is everything. Release the pain that you have in your heart, my dear one. Use this power of forgiveness, and all will be well. However, it is not a one-time deal. You have to be consistent with it. Use the power of the mind to visualize. Use the heart to connect and ask for the forgiveness for any mistakes you have made. Forgive this beautiful soul, and most importantly, forgive yourself for holding on to energies that is no longer serving you. I hope this message resonates with you, my dear one. The key is the understanding the soul and understanding the journey of the soul. Whatever happens in your life or others' life is meant for your good. However, you have to know the tools to apply it to take you to another level. Forgiveness and gratitude will help you and others reach to another height. Love you, my dear one. I hope this message reach to your heart and you can step into your personal power to transform this. Remember, you have this power within you to heal this situation. Love you, love you, love you.
Beautiful. I just want to let that land for you, that you understand that on the level of the energy from which it was delivered to you. Your brother is on his own journey. Your brother is holding, harboring energies and information that are not of your responsibility. And so for you to be in relationship with him is to hold that energetic space for him to be on his journey without any compromise or any interference, as he would see it. He is the youngest, yes, of your family dynamic, and he is striking out in his desire and his fervent need, beloved, for independence. For your life experience was not the same as his within the family. And so he has feelings and thoughts and emotions around who he was and how he is. And right now, although he seems distant, he is still thinking of you. He is still processing the family energies and dynamics from which he came. So there is softness in his heart, and we invite you to engage, as the channel has said, as Quan Yin has said, is to have softness in your heart from afar, and to write him, possibly love letters or some uh, means of communicating with him without any attachment or need or expectation for a response from him. You just send the love to him from your own heart and allow him the room and space to integrate it into his life when he feels the readiness. Right? You are at a different place, beloved, in your whole life stream, in your life force. And so you were busy too in your life at one point, and he is just processing his youth and all of his life experiences, and he is growing as well. It is not a personal condemnation of you or some or trauma between you. It is simply he is on a journey to establish his own way in the world. and finding himself. There is deep love for all of you. And like the prodigal son, I have a faith that he will return to the family at some point.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you for asking the question. All right. Pat, I see you. Hello, beloved one. Nice to have you
Hello.
tonight. Hello, hello. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Yes.
So my question is, you know, I've been on a spiritual journey for a very long time, and I've found the modality of reading birth charts. And I've been studying really a lot on children's birth charts, and I love it. And I wanted to start doing readings. And then suddenly in December, I got sick with several different issues. And I truly feel that it's because it was the anniversary of my mom's death, and I hadn't really processed it, and it was going through my body. But now I need to feel healthy in order to do this. So my question is, when will I be able to get this under control? My health.
Well, when it becomes the primary focus of your life and your existence.
It is.
Right now, to regain stamina and the practice of waking up each day and focusing on your health and, you know, that creation of what the energy, the chi you want to have flow through your body at the time, what will add value to that, what will bring more chi and energy and stamina to your existence as opposed to deplete it. And even if you waltz through your day or you wake up and you have a measure of activities, things that you would do and not do, and at each juncture, beloved, you must make a choice. Does this add to my life force energy, or does this deplete it? Almost a moment-to-moment engagement in the activities that you are selecting for yourself. Will this water increase my energy flow? Will this candy bar increase my energy flow? And for the time being, right now, you too are in an alchemical shift and change of your whole DNA and physicality, your structure, in how you will approach the world, because you will be doing energy work. And so it will become more and more essential, not even important, essential for you to have habits and rituals that really bring service to the work that you are choosing to do in the world.
That makes total sense.
This is bathing each night after you do charts. This is not forgoing any of the necessary grounding and the releasing, and because you are taking on the energy of you know, someone else's life path. It is a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
And you tend to think, oh, I'll be okay, is the thought I'm hearing. Oh, I'll be okay. I can shortcut that. And I'm going to ask that you create a foundation where there are no shortcuts. And then once you become proficient, you can know when you can sacrifice and take a shortcut, and when it is not called for. Okay.
A definite routine. I'm not used to that.
Right.
Yeah.
And especially with this work, perhaps you say, I will do this work 3 weeks a month and leave 1 week for myself, for my freedom and flexibility. You get to choose the confines and the structure and the infrastructure by which you bring this work forth. You do not have any rules or regulations. There's no have-tos or have-nots, have-tos or have whatever.
So if I set myself up doing more habits that are healthy for my body, more aware, put some awareness into it, then my health will get better and I'll be able to do these readings.
Right. And only you will know where it is. And you must be mindful and ever watchful of where your energy diminishes and takes a dip. Is it before, during, or after the reading? And think we know the answer to that, but you need to have preparation. You need to then have the protocol of how you deliver your reading and then what you do in completion.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be a full life commitment in this context. But you also know you can step away and take time. It is not something you have to do every day. It is
Yes.
in regard to the work that you are bringing forth, all right?
I can add
Go ahead.
to this, my dear one. When your eyes are open in the morning, express gratitude for the body that you have. Express gratitude for everything you have in your life. This will help you and escalate you on your journey, on your service. Talk to the food. Most souls, most people here are not aware that you can increase the vibrations of the food before you eat. Send it love. Eat in mindfulness. For as you grow, your consciousness will grow also. You will need higher vibration. You carry this higher vibration in you, however, it has been contaminated, so to speak. Talk to the food, send it love, and eat in mindfulness. All of these tips will help you to go on your journey. Not only you, my dear one, but most souls on this call. These are small tips that will help everyone on this beautiful path. Remember, the earth is in a shift to higher consciousness. You will have to change your diets accordingly to accommodate these energies that are currently coming and will be coming in the near future. Change your diets accordingly, eat high conscious food, and lift your vibrations with gratitude, my dear ones. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I believe this has assisted you, and I hope that you have found value in this feedback. Yes?
Yes. Yes, I have. Thank you so much.
Beloved one. Good luck upon your journey.
I-
All right, Casey, I see your hand is raised, and we are welcoming you to come forth and ask your question. Hello. Hello. Hi, Casey. Nice to see you again. I was not sure that was the same Casey, but yes, I recognize you.
Thank you. Appreciate this.
Hmm.
Yes, what's on my mind today, I received a notice that the landlord is going to be making inspections, which they have not done in a million years. So I'm going to ask one more time, and it's also kind of true. I've been healing from a back injury, so I think that's also a valid excuse. I need more time to get ready and deal with it. But I wonder what the spirits say. What is going on with this? What is behind it? And what would be the upshot after the inspection?
So you are speaking, beloved, that people want to come into your space and look around and create some evaluation of your living condition, and
they're claiming it's to check for mold, allergens, pests, and maybe anything that's needs to be fixed. And it's repair. That's it.
And so how do you feel about this request is really what's at stake here. It's underneath this is that this request is being made, and is there a worry or some emotional response from you that is creating the resistance? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes. I have so much to do. I have to make it look good for them. I know I have too much stuff. And I've needed work done, but I've been avoiding it and dreading it. And
All right.
I know that sounds terrible, but I'm not motivated because I really hate this place, especially at this point. So
All right.
it's like a negative motivation to go through all that. And then maybe it'll be better if they cooperate and do fix things.
All right. So I'm hearing again a little bit of a difference between what is being requested of you and how you have interpreted it versus what it might mean for your life. And in regards to that, Casey, I'm going to share with you the request to come in to investigate and evaluate the infrastructure of the building is different than your living style. They are not there to make opinion about your living style. They are really being asked to come in to simply look at the infrastructure, and it feels that there is something on the horizon about the building that you are in that they are trying to prepare for. So the request, beloved, is less to do with you and to influence your maintaining or managing that life than it is about a need for some other bigger concern that they possibly have regarding the building itself. And it is for your safety, beloved. It is for your safety. You want them to come in and know if there is a sound, if you are living in a sound, structural and environmental building right now. This would be important information for you to have. For then you are willing and you are able to make decisions once that information is made available to you. Does this make sense?
Somewhat.
All right.
But,
I'm going to suggest also that there are some personal issues here as well, that perhaps if you need to reach out, that we can talk about more in depth. It is about...
I know that there are mold issues.
All right.
And that's a big project. And it's been on my mind to see how I could deal with it in the future when I got everything ready for them. But the thing is, I don't trust any landlord, especially in this city. I don't trust these people to really deal with the problem other than, oh, it needs a paint job, which I know is a Band-Aid and I don't want that. And then if I would get them to do the real thing of getting to the root of it, I'm not sure it would be safe for me to be living here through that. So I don't know if they would do it and they would give me another place. And so that's what I'm asking. How can you say how spirit sees this turning out in terms of all these issues and with me still living here?
All right. Well, there are some things that have to change and shift in order for it to be a clean and pristine environment for you to thrive in. There must be some changes. And this is what spirit is informing me is. And both sides right now, there's resistance on both sides. And so there's going to be a process that you will go through in order to create an environment that spirit sees as one that is conducive and advantageous to your health and your well-being. I'm just going to encourage you to reach out separately to talk about this more in depth, the things that you can do specifically to assist yourself. All right.
Wow.
It is a bit more complex than just a mere, what does spirit see if I'm staying in this environment? Yes. I'm going to be elusive because there is a lot here to unpack, beloved.
Well, I would love it if it's like a message, there's a better apartment for you, and it's coming. I would love to do that.
Okay. All right, beloved, what is it that you see in this situation?
I can add to this, my dear one, what you call soul conference or soul communication. You have the word human and being. Human represents the costume. Being represents the consciousness, the spirit within you. You can call on this beautiful soul and talk to them. Talk to them with your heart. Use your heart connection and speak to this dear one. Each and every one on this call can do it with anyone in their lives. It's called soul communication. This can also work if you wish to materialize something in your life. You're making a soul-to-soul, heart-to-heart connection, my dear one. And as the dear channel mentioned, you can reach out on a privately, for there's some much more deeper things that you need to dive into. So it's up to you, my dear one, to move forward with this one. That's all I have to share.
Okay.
Beloved. So we want to leave you in a energy where you feel that you received something that is helpful tonight, yes? And so, yes, Spirit does see that changes need to occur in your current life existence
Yes.
that might create some disruption for you.
Yes, I acknowledge that.
All right.
Try to look at it in a positive way, but
All
you
right.
know, that it's the landlord, I mean.
Right. And so, in order to navigate those changes and those seeming disruptions to your life, there are other things that will come up along with that. As you approach each change, the possibility is that there will be emotional response and difficulties and physical responses as well, limitations and things that you can and cannot do. So I encourage you to reach out and we can kind of pick through this and help you to navigate what is in front of you. For it is there at your doorstep, beloved. It is no longer, it feels like it can no longer be held back. It is like you are holding the door closed and yet it's going to come bursting through, whether you choose to open the door or not.
Yeah.
All right. So reach out, and the information to connect with myself it will be on the YouTube replay of this recording. All right.
Oh, okay.
And the emails that you receive, you can also reach out to me through that. Okay. All right. It's good to have you here, and thank you for your participation and your presence.
Thank you. Thank you for offering this.
Indeed. All right. Jeff, I see your hand is raised. It is good to have you here. I see you growing, and it is a wonderful thing, beloved. Congratulations.
Oh boy. Yeah, I gotta say it. I'm in the middle of a huge shift.
Yes.
And 2 weeks ago, Friday, I went to lunch and ended up with food poisoning. And I've never been so wiped. I know it's more than just the food poisoning. And I've just never been so wiped out. I can't get out of bed. I've been in bed, barely, So if there's anything you can help me with, otherwise I just have to ride it out. But this is a crazy shift, a crazy time. And it's just, I'm slowly getting better, but it's just, I got to function. I don't know. It's, I know it's tied into a lot of different things. So, it's a good time, but boy, it'd be nice to be able to just, feel normal again.
Indeed. Beloved, anything?
I can serve this dear one, my beloved. Please reach out to my channel privately and I will serve you through him to help you with whatever you're experiencing right now.
Okay.
So yes, healing and a journey that you're on is to clear your space, beloved. You are clearing both internally, but right now there's an energetic in your environment as well that you could use some assistance. And Jonathan is a keen channel and an energy transmuter that can really assist you in this way. Right now, you are upgrading. You are shifting. You are shifting forms and indeed much that we even are unaware that needs to be relinquished and purged from our lives is energy and so much of your process right now is an intense energetic purging and clearing of ways of being in your life that will not be compatible with the work you are being called forth to do?
It's finally time.
Pardon?
And then how do I get a hold of Jonathan?
I will if you reach out to myself, I will provide his information to you. It will also be
Okay.
on the YouTube connection where you can find the replay of this at that as well. We
Okay.
will find you. We have your email and your information. We will make the connection as well.
Oh, okay.
And this is all in your favor, and it is all
Yep.
in your grand design for you to come through this feeling like you have been renewed, and the feeling is being turned inside.
Stronger than ever.
Well, this is this is the metaphor, yes, stronger than ever, but in order to rebuild in strength, one must sometimes feel like they are torn apart, yes?
Right.
Right. And so
Okay.
that dismantling is really what's occurring right now in your life form.
Wow.
Yeah. And there are
Okay.
many,
I just
many,
got to roll with it.
many ways that you can increase your chi. There's breath work, there are foods. What is your water and your liquid intake right now is essential as well. You must be
Okay.
drinking and consuming high vibrational nutrients.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right, good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We hope this is helpful.
Okay. I will hang in there.
Well, it is, yes, one by one moment at a time.
This too shall pass.
All
But
right.
there sounds like there's some real messages, so I'll get a hold of Jonathan and get this thing cleaned up. All right, good. You pumped me up. You got me pumped up.
Good to have you here.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Indeed. Stacy, we see your hand is raised. How can we be of service and help you, beloved?
So I have a superstar employee that just gave her 2 weeks notice, and I'm stuck in fear about it. I was wondering, will I get somebody as good or better to take her place?
All right. There are two things here. There's one is the fear, and one is is something down the pipeline for me that is even better than before. And that is all up to you, beloved. That is remaining in fear, or is that relinquishing the fear? For the fear will indeed bring people to you that are not as qualified.
Okay.
That will only serve to reinforce your fear. That, it is a classic law of attraction mechanism here at play, is what you fear you will draw to yourself in a way of proof and evidence to say, oh my goodness, the universe really does not serve me in the way in which I deserve or want. And so you must shift the fear. That is the first barrier or stumbling block for you to achieve, is to work with the fear. And what is it that you fear, beloved? Is it that you fear not having help, or that you are being abandoned, or what is the fear that you have that rests inside your heart right now?
Yes, both. I'm afraid of not getting the help. I'm afraid of getting somebody that's going to be challenging for me.
Yes, all of these
She
things.
was really easy, so
Right. And so the mechanism to transmute and transform fear, beloved, is for you to look at fear head on. Write these things out, work with your fears, say, these are what I fear, and then find your own process to relinquish those. It's all about releasing right now. You have energies at play right now that are all working in your favor. They are conspiring, beloved, to actually help you. And then you start to transmute it through your own belief system. Well, is that fear true? Is that fear really valid? And you can begin affirmations or mantras or processes in your life where you say, I am now willing to get the help I need, the qualified help. I want to bring and attract into my life somebody that is completely at ease and compatible with my energy. I am now willing, and start to see it and visualize it and bring it and invite it into your life like an attractor beam. But first, you must transmute the fear. You must release the fear, yes? That is a very basic way to do it, and I know you're up for the task. And if you need any assistance, of course, reach out.
Thank you.
Oh, this will start to help, but the first thing is to dissolve and eradicate the fear.
Got it.
Oh, you are muted, beloved. I'm sorry, you're muted. I did not see that.
What I can add, my dear one, fear affects the kidneys. Fear is an imbalance of the water element within you. The image of the blue light shining on both kidneys will help you to transmute some of these energies that are there that are not serving you. And as this dear one mentioned, what you can do is write down what it is that you're fearful of. The law of yin and yang can play out here and do something opposite to the fear. You do not have to go right into the act. You can literally start by journaling and take it from one step at a time. Do not rush into it. Take baby steps. Energies, emotions are energies. Energies do not die or disappear. It needs to be transformed. And only you or anyone can transform this within your consciousness, along with a divine connection. Thank you, my beloved one, for allowing me to use this dear one as a channel to help answer your question. I hope it comes with great benefit to you and others. Serve one, serve all. For others will also use these methods in their lives.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. It's good to see you. All right, Marilyn, I see you. I recognize you, and hello. It's good to have you.
Hello.
Hello, good to see you tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure whether to even bring this up again. I keep on bringing it up in my mind, and I think, no, I don't want to talk about it, but I'll bring it up anyway. I've had a few dreams about missing people. My latest one was just, I think it was last week, getting hit in the head, the feeling of shock of being dead. And his name was Charlie, and I was him. And all of a sudden, I was just in a white area. This was at the end. And I was trying to push Charlie out of my body. And right away, like I heard, call for help, call for help. And I'm not too sure what that was about, but I sure didn't like it.
Right. All right. And is your question what? Please forward in. You want to know what this means? You want to know what to do about it, or?
Yes. What does it mean? What should I do?
Anything from you, beloved?
What I can share with you, my dear one, is not to ruminate on the incident that you have experienced. Whenever it comes into the mind, use the sacred mantra, I let it go with love. For this situation came up to inject fear in your life. Do not entertain the thoughts of whatever transpired. Whenever that thought comes up of the experience that you had, just use the sacred mantra, I let it go with love. And continue to chant these words, and it will dissipate. Everything will dissipate, everything will dissolve. It is not meant to cause you harm. However, use these sacred techniques and it will help you to come out of that place that you were in. That's all I can share with you, my dear one. I hope this brings benefit to you. But let it go, let it go, let it go.
This is a wonderful time of increased opportunity to be letting go of those deeper, hidden, more subconscious aspects of ourselves and the thoughts that permeate the human psyche and the human consciousness. And therefore, I agree with the channel. It is just an emanation of a deeply subconscious thought form that is not serving for you. There are fears, there are coincidences, there are circumstances in your life that you might see, no purposeful good for. And so your dreams are a mechanism for you to bring those to your attention, to release them and get rid of them. Ooh, that was a scary dream, or that was something I really don't want to live in my life. And I would not put a lot of credence or a lot of weight or a lot of value in what the dream state is, other than it is working something out in your deep subconscious. Where are you?
Yeah.
Even though it seems scary, it is on another energetic dimensional field and level that you are working out this idea. It perhaps was a past life bleed through. It could have something also to do with some field that you're operating in, that there is fear in you on a subconscious level. But if you bring, tangible, concrete consciousness to it, it may manifest in this life. And I urge you, that is not needed or necessary. It is sort of a theme here tonight of releasing and letting go of that which doesn't feel serving to you. If you choose to, though, you can go deeper in the aspects of, what would that mean? What would the analogous be? What would the analogy be of something that I am deeply fearing in my life? Is there a part of me or an aspect of me that, is deeply unhappy and unfulfilled, that wants to die, perhaps? And then that would be the metaphoric for you to say that is an area for you to focus on in your life to make some changes and some shifts. For it is true, beloved, there are things in your life that have changed dramatically in the not too distant past. And so there are parts of you specifically shriveling up and dying away. And there is some form around you that perhaps you blame yourself. You hold yourself responsible for some of these shifts and changes in your life. And we are going to ask that you let yourself off the proverbial hook. You did it in the best way that you knew how at the time that it was needed. And to let go of any fear that you harbor or hold toward yourself of saying, I could have done it better. You're doing it beautifully and perfectly now. And your dream state is simply just working those feelings and thoughts out at those very deep dimensional levels. Not to harbor them or to haunt you, but to simply, release them.
Okay.
Is that helpful for you?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're really doing an excellent job at life right now. And you need to give yourself acknowledgement and applause and affirmation and accolades, and treat yourself to something wonderful in the coming days and over the holiday weekend. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have another question. Oh, Casey, is there? We've already talked. Okay, now Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, I see you, beloved. Hello. All right.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much.
Indeed, indeed.
I've noticed in the last couple of days that I am having fear rise of the unknown. I'm recovering. I'm at the year end of a recovery from a broken arm, which took me from totally active to asking for help and depending on people to being a couch potato to now I'm getting my strength back. But I noticed that I have this fear of moving forward. I actually labeled it this morning as I think I have post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yes, yes, you do. Well,
And the fear, I heard about the fear and letting it go with love. But my fear, I label it, I'm not strong enough. I'm not going to be good enough like I was before. How do I shed this besides the let it go with love? Is there anything else I can do?
I can share with you, beloved. There's an ancient technique called mirror work. Sit or stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself in the mirror. I am fearless. I am fearless. I am fearless. Do this secret technique for at least 5 minutes a day. Start from the morning period. If you wish to go for longer, feel free. Start by expressing love to yourself, forgiveness to yourself, and use the mantra or the affirmation, I am fearless. Look at yourself deep into the eye in the mirror and use this sacred mantra. Do this repeatedly, daily. You will find a shift in yourself. As this dear one mentioned previously, it's all energy. Everything is energy and energy is everything. However, you hold that power within you to heal, to transform it. And this goes for everyone once again. Fear will affect the kidneys, like this dear one mentioned, and it will weaken your kidneys accordingly. The water element will also be affected. You have to balance these within you, the elements within you, and it will help ease this situation of you. But try to use the mirror technique. Sit in solitude and put your mind in your kidneys and visualize.
yeah. As has been mentioned here on every share, it is first in the mind. Harboring and festering these notions about self within your mind, and to reprogram some of the mindset that you believe to be true and hold true about yourself. Right now, there is weakness and some fatigue in your arm in its healing process.
Yes.
And do not succumb to that as your norm going forward. You must work to rehabilitate, and not only rehabilitate your physical form, but your mindset and your belief around who you can be. A strong woman. You believe this to be true in your psychological sense. You need to now create the ability or the thought, the belief that that is also true in your physical sense. You have many bodies, beloved. You have an emotional esteem, you have a physical, an energetic, a spiritual, and you are strong in so many of those. Look at the rationale or the evaluation as to why you might feel weak physically, and then again inviting in spirit, your guidance that so holds you in such esteem and love, to ask them, what can I do to increase the strength of my physicality as I'm rehabilitating? What do I need to do more of or less of? And it is a temporary state, but you may find over time, beloved, that you want to make it more habitual. much like we were talking to another woman here this evening. It is going to be choice by choice.
Thank you.
Is this going to add to building my strength, or it is going to diminish my strength? And we will continue to ask you to do things, wake up in the morning and make habit and ritual of exercises or strength training for yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Everything will be in balance and everything will be equalized. Yes. We look forward to watching you as you grow in strength and stamina in particular. All right.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. Thank you. That comes to the end of our evening, beloveds. Oh, Jonathan has been lost again. Hang on 1 second. All right. I'm getting that tingly feeling. I'm coming back, and thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. It was wonderful. I think it was wonderful. And I thank you. Jonathan, we're just saying good night. We're wrapping up. Again, I will post this on the Divine Life Connections YouTube channel. I will also go ahead and send it out by email because we made some references to getting in touch with us. So I will send the link. It will be posted on social media, through email, and then you can always find it on YouTube as well. Thank you for being here. We will be in touch. We appreciate your presence. You are deeply loved and nurtured and cared for. It is beyond measure how much love is extended out to each and every one of you. I see questions in many of you. You can always reach out if you want to have a conference. I see some people that were holding back tonight, and we just want you to know that we're always available, not just once a month. If you want to reach out to either one of us, just find a way to connect. You can look my name up on the internet or go to Divine Life Connections, the Facebook group, the email, and reach out to us, even if you just have a question and want a conference. And Jonathan is available for energy work and healing and channeled readings. He's becoming a master. He is now a master. He just completed a lot of his training, and he's an excellent, excellent healer.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you for joining. It was super, super fun to be here. I'm going to feel the fun on the other side of this right now. I have channeling head, so I can't think straight, but I'm doing my best. Have fun, and we will see you all very, very soon. Happy Easter, right? Holy Week. Happy Easter. Happy Ascension.
Easter.
Happy Easter, and we will be in touch. Love you all tremendously. Ciao.
Love you all. Good night.